Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So if you have been waiting for my dad's and my cheese sauce recipes, here it is in this video. Thank you for being patient. You haven't seen my dad in a while because he works a lot. He's 69 and he probably works more than most people half of his age. And Gary's kitchen is non-existent right now because it's getting torn apart and they're getting a brand new kitchen. So we're basically just going to get all of our ingredients ready. You're going to see my cheese sauce recipe first because it's the least impressive of the two. My dad's actually got a really good spin on his, and his is going to be highlighted in this video, so let's get started.
One thing though, we have one major change to our program. As you can see, I'm wearing my Syracuse University colors. Jeannette and I graduated from Syracuse University. I played on the basketball and baseball teams years and years and years ago. And today Syracuse University plays Clemson in football. Clemson's the #1 ranked team in the country and they won the national championship last year. So the major change we have for today, that instead of the traditional Molson's, we brought on board some Labatt's orange blue beer. It's brand new, it's delicious. And this is in honor of SU's victory over Clemson today, or defeat, doesn't matter, I'm still going to drink this.
Okay, you guys don't normally see me drink too often on this channel, but I'm going to join my dad in imbibing here a little bit. And we have a spritzer. Cheers. Here's to cheese sauce.
Vegetables.
Okay, so we're going to start with my cheese sauce recipe because it is the least exciting of the two. All of these recipes are going to be down in the description box below, and I'm also going to try to remember to put them on my blog because I got to start putting recipes on my blog, and there are links below to my website as well. Alright, I'm going to do a voiceover for my part here because when people are over at my house it's utter chaos, but hey, that's life. Alright, so normally I start with one cooked russet potato, one good-sized one or maybe two small ones, or I use these potato flakes, which I like because they're really convenient, and I also use some nutritional yeast. Side note, you want to use nutritional yeast, and that is completely different than baking yeast, so make sure you get the nutritional yeast, and it's what lends your cheese sauce its cheese-like flavor. So I just put everything into my high-speed blender, and here I'm adding my plant-based milk. I'm using almond milk, but you can use any kind that you like. Here I'm adding my cooked sweet potatoes and the juice from one whole lemon. Alright, on to the spices. So again, everything's in the description box down below and you can adjust anything you like to your own taste, but typically I use onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt, some smoked paprika, a little bit of cumin, and here I'm using chipotle powder, but you can use anything with a little bit of heat like crushed red pepper or even sriracha or hot sauce. I'm adding a little Dijon mustard. Sometimes I'll use stoneground, but I didn't have any this time. Alright, then I just start to blend it in my Vitamix, and my mixture was a little bit thick, so I ended up adding some more water to get it thinned out a little bit more. I added about a total of another cup of water and then gave it another mix. Then I just pour it into a pan and I gently heat it over medium heat, and it will thicken up as it cooks.
Okay, Jeanette's version of cheese sauce was delicious, and now here's my version on cheese sauce day in Jeanette's kitchen. So here we go. Start out with 2 cups of almond milk into the blender. The next ingredient is I've steamed up a can of regular corn, and I chopped up 3 medium-sized russet potatoes. You can, if you have 2 good-sized ones, use 2. It'll just make more sauce. So I put these in the steamer pot that you can get on Amazon for $18. It's a rice cooker and it works great for 10 minutes. They're all done. Dump them in. My next ingredient is a half of a cup of nutritional yeast. I used a half of chopped up onion, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of white miso. The white miso is brown, so I would assume that the brown miso is white. But this is white miso, so I'm going to use it. And it gives it a saltiness. It is very salty. Lemon juice. This is 1 lemon. You know, I was so excited about cheese sauce that I forgot one of the most important ingredients. Garlic. Now, you can put as much or as little garlic in as you want, but here's 1 small scoop for man, 1 giant scoop for mankind. Now, the next step in this, I like to do this, is create a queso. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like the perkiness and the spiciness. So what I did is I chopped up a little bit of roasted red pepper, chopped up some green chilies, very flavorful, a little sriracha sauce for some spice. There's the peppers in there and the chilies, and just dump them in the sauce. And as you cook, just stir them thoroughly. And you can cook this on medium heat. It doesn't have to get super hot, but just incorporate all the flavors in it. As we're cooking this, it does need a little bit of salt. The miso doesn't sometimes give it enough of that saltiness, but depends on how much you want. Don't add a lot at one time, just a little bit, and just stir it up, and then salt to taste as you go along. Now, if you find out that your sauce is a little too thick, just add a small amount of almond milk at a time as you go around to thin it out. And it will thicken overnight in the refrigerator, so try not to over adjust on you can always add milk when you're heating it up for the next day.
All right, so these cheese sauces will continue to thicken as they heat through. Now, if you're doing salt-free, just leave out the miso, leave out the salt, and you'll note that we did not use any cashews in these 2 recipes. When you look up vegan cheese sauces on the internet, typically they have a lot of the same ingredients. There's potatoes, carrots, onions, garlic, nutritional yeast, and oftentimes there's cashews in them. Now, if you want to add cashews to this, you certainly can to make it a lot richer, but this was just a cashew-free option. I don't want to say it's totally nut-free because we used almond milk, but you can use any kind of plant-based milk that you like.
I got some whole grain crackers here. That's some damn good cheese sauce. Excuse me, I didn't mean to swear on TV, but this is some damn good cheese sauce. We're going to bring this to a boil and then reduce the heat down to a simmer. And then you'll see that it will start to congeal a little bit. And then at that point, we're going to add our cheese sauce right to it. Okay, it's starting to congeal. You can see it on the bottom now. We want to dump in as much cheese sauce as we want to. Whisk it in so your cheese sauce and the agar-agar mixture combine completely. So you can see it's starting to get pretty thick now. It's well incorporated, I think. We can take it off the heat. Now what you'll need is some type of a container mold that you want to use to, it could be any size, a round bowl, a square, a rectangle. So you can put it right into the refrigerator overnight. Let it sit overnight in your refrigerator, and in the morning pop it out of your mold, and this is what you get. You can cut this in slices. It will melt. You can cut it into slices.
Now this one's been sitting out a little bit, so it's a little softer, but
a little softer, but it's okay. You can see with the peppers and the chilies throughout. It's very flavorful. You eat these on crackers. You can put them on, make toasted cheese out of them.
Well, that looks good.
It is very, it's got a nice firm consistency, and it's very good. I mean, it's very good. I've had toasted cheese. It takes a little bit longer to melt.
All right, we're gonna try this cheese on a cracker.
Pretty good. Happy cheese sauce to everybody.
All right, so that is my dad's cheese sauce recipe and my most used cheese sauce recipe. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a try if you do. Let us know how it turns out. Leave us a comment down below. And I Kill Chickpeas and Gary's Kitchen is signing off. Go SU. Hopefully they beat Clemson tonight. And we will see you in the next video. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.